Hey, hey, She Army. It is Wisdom Wednesdays. Um, Welcome to the live broadcast. I'll give it a few seconds before I start talking so that the stream can catch up. All right, guys, here we go. So, like I said, it's Wisdom Wednesdays. I'm Crystal Renee. And tonight I want to talk to you about leadership and really the lack thereof and why you feel like you're not running your business, right? So, again, leadership, the lack thereof, and why you may feel like you're not really truly running your business. You see, true leadership, it costs. It definitely comes at a cost. And, a lot of people out here want to call themselves entrepreneurs, want to have the title of boss, CEO, the person in charge, because it sounds powerful. It sounds glamorous. You have authority. What you say matters. When you speak and you're the boss, it carries some type of a weight. Well, guys, I'm here to tell you that's cute. But being the boss really has nothing to do with the title and everything to do with your character, your actions, and the way that you carry yourself and how you are as a leader. So if you follow John Maxwell or are familiar with any of his work, he talks about the 21 irrefutable laws of leadership. And basically, the more that you advance in your leadership position, the higher you elevate, you give up your rights or give up rights for more responsibility. So what does that really mean? It means it costs to be the boss, right? And really, boss is just a fancy word because you should be thinking of yourself as a leader, whether you are a leader of a team or you are a solopreneur, you're still a leader, right? And this means it may mean that you may have to give more of your time in terms of cost, right? Maybe more of your effort, more of your brain power, more of your willpower, and more than others would put in or even have to put in, right? It means that when the lights are off, when the doors are shut, you might still be there working. And this means that if you want to take it to the next level, you might have to skip a party or two. You may have to stay up a little later. You can't go hang out on the weekends because you have things to do for your business. Now, I'll talk later about having business besties and folks that will come over and help you package products, make phone calls or whatever it is that you really need. And that's a whole other story. But I think the point really is that you have more responsibility. And as the boss, as a leader, you have to own that, right? So one of my clients in the She Collective, she asked me, she was asking me like, what do I think the reason is that she's feeling like that her business is out of control and that she wasn't getting any clients? And so my follow-up question to that was, what type of business activities are you engaged in, right? What are you doing to run your business? And the response was, social media every day. And I'm like, well, what else? And then there was like crickets. And I'm like, okay. So posting on social media is not running a business. Basically, she was not in the business of doing her business, if that makes sense, right? She was not in the business of doing her business. She was posting on social media, right? Just that simply. So I'm going to go ahead and give you 3 tips, just like I gave her, on how you can ensure that you are owning your responsibility and not just as the boss, but as a leader. The first thing is get your priorities straight. What are your daily habits? How do you work on your business every single day? Yes, every single day. Are there activities that you're partaking in? Are they important, right? Are you focused on those business activities? Do you have them scheduled, right? So that's all a part of getting your priorities straight. The second is work to be the example. And I say this whether you are a solopreneur or you actually have a team of people. Are you being each and every day the best version of yourself? Now, I know sometimes we all have our bad days, right? We all have had just those days, right? But you should work each and every day to be the best version of yourself. Are you engaged in your business? This is a big one. Are you engaged in your business, and are you setting that example for your team? And is that effort showing up in your business? Is it showing up in your brand? And third, the third tip is be consistent. This is a key. This is a key one, guys. Like, a lot of times we blame clients for not getting the sale. Like, this client didn't want to spend money, this client didn't want to do that. But for us, really, as we should take ownership of that. It's the lack of consistency, right? Lack of consistency. We lack consistency in our service and our product offerings. Like, one week is this, the next week is this. We got all these different services and products we're tossing in there. Then we're not consistent in our messaging, like what we're saying, in the way we do business. How many of you guys have tried to go to a business that like was changing their hours every week? You know, maybe it was a new business, but like I've literally gone to some places where like one week they were open like on a Monday at 4 o'clock, and the next week they were closed. And I'm like, how is this possible? Like, I'm literally trying to give you my money, but I can't. Like, I just can't, because I don't know when you're open. I don't know how to do this, right? You don't answer the phone, like don't answer emails. I'm confused. So consistency is very key. And make sure you build consistency into your vocabulary, right? Your habits and the way that you conduct business. So those are my 3 tips for ensuring that you own your responsibility, not just as a boss, but as a leader. So again, they were 1, get your priorities straight. 2, work to be the example. And 3, be consistent. So I'm going to go ahead and pause for questions. If you guys have any questions about what I just said or any comments, is it resonating for you guys? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. Oh, we got somebody watching. I see a comment. I see a hello. Any questions, guys? Any questions? Any questions? I think one of the other things that I really want to impart or tell you guys, that it really doesn't matter the size of the team that you have, that you apply this to. I've led teams as large as 150 all the way down to teams of 1, meaning me and another person, right? And so this always reigns true. But, you know, definitely making sure that you have your priorities straight. You are the example. Always work to be the example. You can't ask somebody to do something that you wouldn't do yourself, right? It's very hard. And then lastly is be consistent. So let's see, I have no questions. All right, cool. So if you guys are watching this now, thanks so much for joining me. If you guys are watching later, feel free to leave questions in the comments, and I will definitely go back and answer them. If it resonates for you guys, please let me know. If you'd like to continue to learn more, let me know in the comments. Would love to hear from you. Also, feel free to DM me. You can DM me at Crystal Renee directly, personally, or also at Simply SHE. That's really all for now, guys. So remember, you too can conquer if you slay hard every day.